So I did say in my video with my work lamp that I was going to show you my more portable version. So basically it started with this guy. I'll put in a cheap, shameless plug for a Milwaukee headlamp. So initially, a girlfriend gave me an idea to use a cell phone car magnet for a plate on my hard hat. So I just glued a metal plate to the front of my hard hat, and then I just stick that on. Probably could come up with a little lanyard just in case it gets knocked off, but it's been pretty good so far. Pretty decent light. The only setback with it is that to charge it, it doesn't, it won't charge with the power bank. Like if I try to take this power bank and plug this into that, the light won't work. So you can't really back it up with anything, so you don't really have any other option except to buy the backup battery set. So I got two of these batteries plus the charger thing, and then the battery comes in and out, you recharge it. And then from there, decided I kind of wanted to make like a bit of a trouble light out of it. So this was the ball that came with the ball and magnet set for a cell phone mount. And then this came from a pickup tool. This is a socket. Don't ask me what size. Maybe 5/16. Could be. Yeah. I'm gonna say 5/16. And then a magnet on the bottom that it was fashioned to. The idea was stick this onto there, and then from there I can attach that to a workpiece from welding. Gives me a little extra light for a larger item. Stuff like that. Confined spaces, you can stick it on a wall and you can see what you're doing. But I was working at a table, so I wanted something a little further than that. Oh, and this was just in case I didn't have anything ferrous to grab onto, then I have that option as well. I can clamp with this to hold it in position. A little accessory there. So for this, 90-pound magnet, plumbing flange, compression fitting. This used to be a plastic fitting here. It fell off the table, so I replaced it with a 1/2-inch compression fitting. And then this is telescopic. It's either an irrigation sprinkler or, yeah, I think it's what it's called. I'll leave it in the comment specifying what this is. Just got this from good old Home Depot. They're pretty good for plumbing fittings. And then the flange at the top there. So then when I'm working at a table, I can just stick this guy on there like that. And then it gives me that bird's eye view. It's flashing like that because the battery's low, which I do need to change it. And then the other benefit of this thing is it is in fact telescopic, so I can go all the way to this high with it. This is the, I'll get to that in a second. So obviously when it gets that high, if you're on a non-ferrous table, that's not so great. So what I built, I included it in my last video, but I'll show it again. It's a, I can't remember what size it was. I just went to the Walmart and got a baking pan. It was this size originally. I cut it to the same. I just took this when it wasn't attached and just traced it with a soapstone around and cut it with a zip to get that exact matching height of this hinge. Obviously put it on the underside, and then I sliced it down the middle, and then riveted it, drilled and rivet, so that way it stands and it's nice and even with its contact on the surface, and then it stands. I can hold that guy up. Despite how tall that is, it's no problem because the base is nice and wide. And also, even if you're working on a steel table, it's nice too, because it is a 90-pound magnet, so it's a bit of a bitch to move it. So that does tighten. It's not normally that loose, I just forgot to tighten that. So I don't usually extend it too much, just because I'm not working on usually anything that big, and if I am, I'll just take this off and stick it, but it gives you options. If you have a lower point or whatever, gives you a few options. But yeah, I just mostly wanted it all collapsible to break apart just because I could put it in my toolbox at the end of the day when I'm done, or take it off site to wherever I need to go. And it all just comes apart like that. Done deal. Charger I take to work. And then, speaking of, to make this possible, been using this. So all I did was get a flat surface light bulb. I pick any one you like. I think this one was like $7. Obviously Canadian prices. This was something my girlfriend was using for hosting virtual meetings. And it just stuck right on there. And so this works on this lamp. So if you got a lamp, it's got a flexible neck, then you can do that. And obviously just don't switch it on like that. And yeah, I think this was, probably gonna say it wrong, Scosche is how you call it. But any kind of cell phone mount magnet would work just fine. Like that.